Have you ever wondered while watching a film that despite watching the film for so long, nothing really happens? Or if something does happen, it is either too late or the narrative is not interesting enough to watch? I'm sure that every one of us must have left a film in the middle, mostly due to lack of its engaging ability. But why does that happen? And what makes a film interesting enough to watch? Well, to me, there are many factors that attract the audience attention to the film, ultimately making them glued to the screen. In this video essay, I will discuss how John McTiernan Die Hard becomes one of the most engaging films of all time, and learn what makes the audience invest in the story narrative. A movie is primarily a visual and sensory experience. When I think of the first thing that excites the audience, spectacle is what comes to my mind immediately. Human beings are naturally inclined to anything that gives them visual pleasure. And if you add plot to the spectacle, we have the ultimate recipe for an action film. However, to make an engaging action film, you still need story as its backbone. Action has no meaning without a story. For a regular action film, action comes before story and characters. But Die Hard is totally opposite in that sense. Although the movie have plenty of action sequences, Die Hard took its time to show the first glimpse of action, but before that first glimpse of action comes, the movie had already spent 25 minutes on character development and the plot setup. To make the audience immerse in your story world, the setup of the story plays a crucial role. If your story doesn't work in the first 20 minutes, it is very unlikely that it will work after that. You need to open the movie to present the best possible situation to know about the characters within a limited amount of time. We meet gruff New York City detective John McClane en route to LA to visit his estranged wife. He is picked up from the airport by the limo driver, who takes him to the main setting of the story, Nakatomi Tower. Die Hard uses the plot technique, the imperfect situation, to introduce the characters, their status quo, and their objectives.
She had a good job, turned into a great career.
Now that means she had to move here.
You're very fast, Argyle.
The protagonist is going to meet his estranged wife in order to get things right in the relationship, mainly to get her back in his life. The wife, on the other hand, has the same desire, but they have a conflict between them, which needed to be resolved. While all these things are happening on a personal level, the film still requires external conflict, which is all the story needs to drive the film forward. For that, the film needed the external narrative hook. A narrative hook is a literary technique in the opening of a story that hooks the reader or viewer's attention so that he or she will keep on reading or watching. The external narrative hook comes at 14 minutes when we see the Pacific Courier truck navigating the LA streets. At that point, we realize there is more to the story other than the story of these two people. This is the example of a typical disturbance in the film. The film still needs the push that completely engages the audience into the story. This is when the inciting incident comes into play. In his book Story, Robert McKee offers this inciting incident definition for writers and storytellers. According to him, the inciting incident radically upsets the balance of force in your protagonist's life. The inciting incident of the film comes at 22 minutes, when the antagonist of the film, Hans Gruber, along with his gang, crashes the Christmas party. When John hears the gunshots and disturbance, he escapes through the stairwell to a different floor. He commands himself to think of a solution. Outgunned and all alone, John finds himself locked in a building with a murderous gang of terrorists and no way to contact the outside world. At only 25 minutes into the story, the film has ticked many elements that requires to engage the audience. We have empathy for the hero, we know his external and internal desire, a dangerous villain. Basically, we have a solid reason to follow this guy. But if the rest of the film would have turned out to be just the cat and mouse chase, the film would have become boring as a whole. So instead, the film keeps on putting the protagonist in many uncomfortable positions as the movie moves forward. To start with, our protagonist John McClane has no shoes. He kills a bad guy ready to take his shoes, but they are too small.
9 million terrorists in the world, and I gotta kill one with feet smaller than my sister.
Shoot the glass.
Hans orders his men to shoot the glass without fight, as he knows John has no shoes. John sees only one way out through the broken glass. He escapes. He goes into a bathroom dragging his foot. Glass shards are embedded into the bottom of his foot. Blood is everywhere. He even tells his only friend Dial Cop outside to deliver a message to his wife in case he doesn't make it. This is a perfect example of a movie how to raise the stakes up. Other element that adds to the film grasping power is surprise and revelation. John Truby in his book The Anatomy of the Story discusses two different revelations, revelation for the audience and revelation for the hero. The audience revelation is the moment when the audience, but not the hero, learns an important piece of new information. It provides an exciting burst in what is often a slow section of the plot. It shows the audience the true power of the opposition. It allows the audience to see a certain hidden plot elements played out dramatically and visually. It also allows the audience to step back and see the hero's overall process. This revelation is another step in the hero's learning. He learns what he needs to know to beat the opponent. This information makes the hero feel stronger and more determined to win because he can now see all that he is up against. Die Hard is full of revelations and surprises. It constantly fulfills the audience's appetite for excitement and adrenaline rush by delivering pieces of new information and revelations at various different points in the running time. So now we know how a film can be designed to keep its audience engaged throughout its runtime. Try some of these techniques in your screenplay and share your opinion on what you feel keeps you engaged in a film. Till then, do like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for future notifications.